Understanding depression and then having the tools necessary to shatter it, to break it, to remove it can be very, very difficult. Excuse me. And up to 40% of Americans right now are struggling with some form of depression. David Essel here, in 1990, for the very first time, I was officially diagnosed as a deep clinical depression. I had no idea. How did I get there? Well, the way a lot of us did. The use of alcohol too much, which actually is a depressant. So if you're depressed and you're drinking, it's only going to make the depression worse. And then there's other things I want to share with you. Many studies have shown that depression occurs when we submerge anger. Men and women that don't want to deal with their anger, that feel codependent with the world. So many women say it's not women-like to be angry. I'm never angry. I'm just frustrated. But see, that submission or that covering up of the depression can actually lead to a greater form of depression because we're not dealing with it. Or what about an identity? If you have an identity as a depressed person, you go around and say, well, I'd like to do that, but I'm always too depressed on weekends, or I'm too depressed to travel anywhere, or I'm too depressed. See, that's an identity. And as we continue to speak about that identity of depression gets deeper. Now, in my case, I actually had to go to a doctor, and I worked with a doctor. I went on antidepressants for 9 months in 1990. I worked with a therapist every day, and it made a huge difference in my life. Removing alcohol was another massive key that helped me shatter it as well. And it doesn't mean it's gone for life. There are different experiences that we go through in life that can have a short-term depressive effect on us. But the most important thing is to listen to now that we've admitted that we are depressed, now that we have admitted that we are carrying depression, then what do we do with it? Well, number one is take a really close look at who you're hanging out with. And are they fueling that depression? Are they fueling anxiety? Are they fueling anger? Because those are the type of things that can make depression very hard to get rid of. What are you watching? What are you listening to? What are you reading? That all has an effect on our mental health, our mental state. Listen, these videos are called The Mental Cleanse with David Essel for a reason. We want to give you ideas and thoughts on how to move forward. So when we say to people, if you're struggling with any form of depression, to cut down on social media, to cut down on television, to start looking at optimistic books about people that have overcome depression are great books to read. Podcasts of people who have overcome depression. I mean, that's why I'm doing this right now. Depression ruled my life for so many years. It doesn't matter that I'm a counselor and a #1 best-selling author and all that stuff. It is real, and it can affect anyone at any time. If you need help, reach out to a professional first, number one. Number two, all the tips I gave you are valuable in regards to turning the identity of depression around and giving you a better shot at life. Listen, we have 5 free books at the website, talkdavid.com. If you're feeling depressed, reach out. Ask for help. When you cleanse your mind, you cleanse your life. The website is talkdavid.com. I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.